Keep it going. Oh, what happens if we go way up here? A whole new world. Wow. Look at this. Now I'm talking. That's my man right there. Of course we're taking the Doctor Strange portal, boys. Of course we're taking the express route. Okay, so I have a note right away. First of all, we know that our team just died, so they have to come back. So when we're taking the portal, it's top of mind that, like, I need to be right here, basically, because I need my healers to get me. So they ended up, what do you call that, like a conga line or whatever? They're all going right, and we're over here to the left. But I think, I'm not sure if it was top of mind for you, because, like, you know, we're getting banged around by this guy. Then you kind of went up in the air, and then you kind of went way over here. So this is already difficult, you know. I guess they went all in on this, but, like, it's already would have been difficult for them to necessarily heal us, because they're going to be running into the cart and stuff like that. And so we don't want to get low health, and we don't want to be way out here. So I think realistically we should have stayed really close to the portal or whatever. Alright, we're out of the fight. Now what happens? Alright. And so right here, I think our best option is going to be Angela. That's like our only choice, right? Otherwise, because with 0 seconds, there's basically no faster hero besides like Angela and maybe somebody else. Excuse me. Venom can also be very fast depending on the rollout, but yeah. Angela's super easy, always get there on time. I believe. Come on, Hulk. So you did get there on time, and like realistically they should kill an Angela, but like the reality is, I mean, it's so much easier to kill a tank that's forced to sit still versus a tank that is flying through the air and you can do all these stupid movements with her. Alright, now we got something different. Triple heals, baby. Let's get it. DPS, damage increased, healing. Nice. That's pretty quick, pretty quick. Alright, we're already looking kind of rough as far as the overall team. Well, let's see what happens. Yes, we're looking super vulnerable over here. I mean, I didn't mind going over there for a second, but otherwise, pretty difficult. So it ended up working out, but like it was like that's a probability thing, right? I don't know. We'll go with it. Ultimate time, baby. Okay, the play looks good. Nice and quick, nice and snappy. So yeah, that's like a that's like a cart diff right there, right? This is like some place where he should not be. He should not be directly on the other side of the cart with full access to the other team and no access to his own team. Sire. That did not work out too well. And he wants to get close and use his shotgun, right? I mean, what is that? That kind of reminds me of like what we were seeing earlier from Emma of like, I'm trying to get in close, but like you're looking at an entire team. You know, it's different when it's just 1 or 2 enemies over here or something like that, and then you close in on them, try to get them. But this is like, so yeah, that's pretty dumb play from him. But it's just the start of the match. Hey, he might come back, do something amazing. I mean, potentially we could have jumped and did a heal on him, of course, but like whatever. Big mistake. All right, they're getting close. We got our ultimate. Oh, close one, but we got it. Nice, though, nice. Hand out some buffs here. Nice, pick it up on that. He went over there, so we're not in danger. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Close in, help out, looks good. So I think from seeing how you perform on Mantis, yeah, I think you have access to a bunch of healers, bro. I don't think you're like just a tank guy. I think you're doing great on this guy, on Mantis. Like, I mean, there's no reason not to play tank because like it's a great role to fill, but just pointing out that you could play any of the tanks, for example, and you could play a bunch of other heroes as well if you want to, or if the opportunity arises. Nice dodge. It's getting rough out there. Save the healer. Go through the back line. So yeah, a lot of rough situations going on. You know, these people. Like, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Pretty interesting how that all went down, right? Things could have definitely been different, but with only you out here, I mean, you can never provide enough healing. But you know, good instincts to do stuff here. Yep. Nice. Close one, but yeah, he's got there. So interestingly enough, I think we should realistically have a better sense of like, potentially we could have taken a hit and then grabbing the health would have helped us. But we almost want to just like get through here as fast as possible since we already had like max health. But indeed, yeah, we could have taken a hit right as we went through there or something like that. Alright, well that did not work that well, and I can't say that that's really your fault, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, we could probably review it and be like, oh, okay, when this was happening, this indicated the team was doing something different, so we could take a different approach, but it's kind of weird how, like, the healers were backed up all the way here instead of doing what you were doing. So I don't know what that was about. That put these people were totally out to dry, is that a phrase? And stuff like that, so it's kind of weird. So I can only say a bit of a team diff there. But like the match as a whole was still winnable if we would have done. I think there was plenty of stuff we could have done on attack, and like that's the other thing too. I mean, it works great on defense and attack, but like specifically attack is like whenever we get whenever they're like holding us and it's becoming stagnant, that's where like I'm always going dive tank because I don't the time is so short. What's up? All right, sweet. So we got a second chance, and it's actually going pretty well because a lot of good things happen there. We have an excellent second chance right on the line with a minute left, so let's see what happens. But man, it's confusing. It's a bad place to start, yeah. So let's review this and see if we can pick something up. Nothing immediately came to mind for me, but like potentially I can learn something here and think and realize how to play this situation out better. So let's just check it out. Alright, so he put the portal right there, and we gotta learn it quick. So he did put it on the ground. It's kind of awkwardly on the cart. So I don't really love this one. If I was gonna do it, whoa, what the fuck? That's too bad. My first thought of where to put it would be right here. So we could split the team in half. We have good access to everything. We're right on the cart already, and it enables us to kind of work around here. Because putting it right here is just too congested, so that's kind of my first thought. But so we're doing it from right here. So I already feel pretty awkward. So let's kind of see what happens. See if we can maybe make something good out of this. Okay. So that's why I felt like the movement out of the portal was a little odd for me. Because, like, I don't know what's back here, and I don't quite know what's going on. So you definitely speak for yourself and what you saw and what you were thinking. I mean, it kind of makes sense because we have these people here, but it doesn't make sense for supporting this guy. And you know what I mean? But we're getting into a back position to be a healer. Like, I don't know, man. But this kind of all stems from, I don't think it's a very good portal placement. Again, I could be wrong. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. So, again, it's, like, not our fault, but I'm just trying to think, like, how can we possibly squeeze something better out of this? So he's still doing well with the bubble, but he's going to work his way over here. So we went back this way. I suppose we could have went back this way where we have more team support. So let's see if that was a good option potentially. Okay, and that's where Hulk came from. That's why he was there. Okay. And Rogue as well. Yeah, so I think we kind of isolated ourselves by going this way when there's too many enemies that can go. So that's actually a good point. It's like there's no really good place to go, But where we did go, I suppose wasn't that clean. But overall, very difficult situation to deal with here. You know what I mean? And it's right on the line. But it's like we don't want to give these games up. We want to somehow win. You know what I mean? So this is pretty much a decision point. And in fact, we could have been a little closer as well, because we're kind of already committing to the back path, right? And that might be something that he's jumping on. He's kind of realizing that you've committed to it. He can push you off. You know, if we think about how the enemy teams are thinking, right? And then like that's definitely what he's thinking once that happens, right? He's gonna chase you and just get rid of you because he's Thor and he can do that. That's the other thing too, where we could also have factored that in earlier as well. Like Thor is like you never want to be alone when there's Thor. So like that's something I always pay attention to. I never like realized it watching this game, but that's another thing. Again, you know, I'm being picky. Obviously, like I said, it's a very difficult situation. But yeah. So probably like stay over here and try to be with your team and try to like have your team body block for you so you can somehow stay alive, maybe. But like there's a lot of ways to die doing that too. But yeah, that's my best idea. But yep, they hit the lottery here with, you know, having a really convenient way to win the last team fight rather than being fucked. Well, awesome, mates. Awesome. Right, so we're only at level 31. I guess these are maybe the last two matches. I think so, yeah. So we got a bunch of wins before that. Okay, so we just got up to Grandmaster 3. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, my intention, I guess, kind of made sense there, I guess, because then we can think, I was kind of looking at like the macro a lot. I guess that's probably a good place to, and also like hero selection. You know, a lot of people like to stick to the same healer, so you know, other people are also successful at the game by doing whatever they're doing. And then, but yeah, looking at the fuck's sake, what the hell was I saying? Looking at the macro a lot because that's like a good way to improve. Because you already have like a lot of fundamentals and the mechanics look good. You know, you look pretty sharp on Mantis. You did a lot of things that show that you're able to play the game. And then it's just like reviewing this stuff so that way we can see, oh, look there, I kind of made a mistake. And then we can improve that specific mistake, which will then open up new doors of like, oh, okay, we can get better at all this type of stuff now. When it comes to how the map specifically works and how all the different healers work and how the numbers work, if we see this group of enemy over there and blah, 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 blah. So pretty cool, man, pretty cool. But I think you'll take nicely to dive tank, to be honest, because you kept wanting to, like, you know, push up as Angela, or excuse me, as Emma. Like, not really just push up, but like it seemed like you were being attracted to getting kills. Or, you know, and then we can't always get kills. That's one of the biggest things to learn, I think, around this rank. It's like we just can't always dive for the kills, basically. We always have to be thinking more macro. Like, I want to push people away sometimes. I want to just threaten people sometimes. I want to quickly respond. If I'm going for the kill and suddenly I can't get it anymore, I want to respond to that right away. And, yeah, I guess that's about it.